Hello everybody, John Ashworth here, the Fitness Nomad. All right, we're back. Now, man, I've been going through the archives here in the Ash Flash workshop, which is just right through there. You can see it actually. It's in there, the workshop where all the magic happens. And I'm going through the archives, going through the Fitness Nomad archives, and boy, is there a lot of terrific stuff in there. So tonight we're going to do whiteboard workout number 24. Now, the way this one is written, it's written as an aerobic circuit. And I'm looking at it now and I'm hesitating because there's two different ways to do it. I'll take a picture of this and include it with this video so you can see what I'm talking about. Because on the left you have exercises 1 through 8. You could do 2 sets of each, start at a 12 RM, and you do those 8 exercises. Or you can flip over to Nomad aerobic circuit and you find your 12 RM weight, and you perform 7 reps of each move. So in other words, you're not going to failure. And for moves 8 through 14, you do 7 reps of each, and then you can go through that circuit as many times as you want. Tonight I'm just going to go through all 14 of these exercises just once. We're going to try to do it in 20 minutes because it's another great example of how you can get a lot done in very little time in the gym when you're focused. So barbell squat, curl press, 15 RM. I'm going to move the bench out of the way. In fact, I know there's a move coming up later that I think I'm going to want to demonstrate in that position for you. So barbell squat, curl press. We got the big nice pad. This is a really nice pad on here that we got for the squatting, deadlifting, the hip thrust with the bar on your lap and all that. I'm just going to leave it on there in the interest of time, and we're just going to go squat, curl, press. That's 1. Squat, curl, press. That's 2. Squat, curl, press. That's 3. And you go all the way to 15. You don't have to use a big bar like this. This is 45 pounds. If you need to go lighter, if you want to use dumbbells, perfectly okay. I'm going to take that out here so you can see it. And I think I'm just going to do 10. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 12. 11. Man, that's a fast start to this workout. My heart rate's up, which reminds me, I'm going to start my watch. And I'll try and remember to stop it so you can get an accurate viewpoint of, it's just really good to get a look at that, what any given strength training workout does to your heart rate along the way. Strength training. Go. All right. That's move number 1. Move number 1. I got 2 cameras rolling here. One for Instagram, one for the video on the site. Now we're going curl and press. And again, with every one of these moves, you want to start at your 12 repetition maximum number. So remember, maximum amount of weight. You can lift 12 times with good technique. That's the weight you want to choose. So you're going to, that's 4. This is probably a little heavy for how tired I feel. There's been a lot of snow coming down here in Wisconsin this winter, and I've been doing a lot of shoveling, a lot of work in that snow blower. And it just takes a long time to recover from all that in combination with the workout. So this is more like a 10 RM tonight. We'll call it close enough. You get a little swing going here. You can groove with it. Swing. Also makes it a little easier so you can do a few more. Just be careful. Watch your joints. Be smart. All right. Hammer, curl, and press. 2 moves down. 12 to go. Squat jumps with weight. Love this one. Now, I'm going to go a little light here. 7.5. Just a random 7.5 pound set of dumbbells I have in the gym here. So remember, squat and press with a jump. That. Squat, press with a jump. And so we're just going to grab the dumbbells. And I think here's the shift. Remember, on any given night, in any given workout, you can change the variables so that they make sense For you. You don't have to do somebody else's workout. Do your workout. Follow an expert. Get your guidance, but do what you need today. And if you don't know what that is, learn how to figure that out, and that's where an expert coach can really help you. Tonight, as I'm feeling all this, I'm thinking 12 reps, probably more like 8 to 10. I've just been through a workout with a couple of clients online, so I don't need the whole thing. All right, good. That one takes a little coordination, but I love that one. Anytime you can add a little jumping, a little impact, it's good for the bones. Move number 4, squat thrusts with the dumbbells. I should have just left these over here. So squat thrust is just part of the burpee. So squat thrust, come down. Now, if you want to do the full kick back, you can kick back, then you kick forward, then you come up, hop. I'm just going to do a step back, step forward, and then I'm going to grab the dumbbells and hop. And that's a very subtle difference with the dumbbells here, but it just adds a little bit more work to the part of this. I just keep wanting to do the push-up because I want to do the full burpee. And here's what I'm going to do too. Take my microphone off for a second. Otherwise, that's bouncing all over and driving everybody nuts. One more is going to be enough. Good, let's leave these here in case we need them again. So we are literally 25% of the way there. Straight leg deadlifts on the BOSU. Now, if you haven't done straight leg deadlifts or you've never done them before and you don't have a BOSU, don't worry about it. Just work on it like this. No weight. Back neutral. Normal curves in your back. Ears in line with your shoulders, in line with your hips, in line with your ankles. Bend forward, slight bend in my knees. Head up just a little bit. Go down as far as you can until you feel your low back start to round. A lot of that's going to be determined by flexibility in your hamstrings. I don't know why I'm feeling the urge to yell and scream tonight. So I'm going to take it down a notch for you. So neutral back, bend forward with your knees slightly bent until you feel that stretch. Then dig your heels in, engage glutes and hamstrings. Lift yourself up with your legs, not your low back. Now if you can do that move and feel like, yeah, I got it. My back's neutral. You can get sideways to a mirror if you need to really check it and see where does my back start to round, but you'll feel it in the tightness in your hamstrings. If you feel like you got it, then you can add a little weight, but be very, very, very careful with this one. Down, just about halfway down your shins, dig those heels in, squeeze. Down, squeeze, down, squeeze. Now the way this workout is written is that you're actually doing this move on the BOSU, which adds a whole nother dimension. 1. And I haven't actually done this in a while, pulling these workouts out of the archives. So I'm going to do 4, and in combination with the other roughly 10 weighted and non-weighted, that's going to be enough, just enough. All right, we're going to leave those there right in the middle of the floor. Hopefully we won't trip on them later. Dumbbell incline press. I think it says 30 seconds there. Yeah, it does. So sometimes it's really fun to go by time instead of repetition maximum. And actually 30 seconds is going to put you in about your 12 RM. But incline your bench. And here's another advantage actually of just having done the BOSU move. You can set the BOSU underneath your feet for the incline bench press. We're going to go 30 seconds and I don't have a clock handy, and I'm just going to count 10 or 12 of these. 3, 4. Oh, I love this move. I just love how this makes me feel. Like I can just bust through the ceiling. 5. 6. Notice I've got my hands kind of pointed toward each other a little bit. That just protects your shoulder. You start to open up your shoulder like this, and I can just feel that. My chest is tight. My biceps are tight. My shoulder's tight. Again, from all that shoveling. So I'm just going to protect them. Couple more. Belly button drawn down toward the bench. One more is going to be enough. Bring it down. Very good. All right, a little aggressive with that one, have to admit. Could have gotten away with 15 or 20 pounds there. Remember, this is an aerobic circuit, dumbbell, back squat with the bar behind you. Now again, if you have not had professional guidance around how to squat with the bar on your back, you need to get some, all right? Because 10 times out of 10, I see somebody doing this move in particular in the gym, they're not doing it correctly. You gotta be very careful. You gotta be very, very careful. And go light. Go light. So, I'm gonna put that nice pad right on the back and down. And I've had to work into these this winter as I've gotten back into my training. I don't jump right back into a barbell back squat. Are you kidding me? Be up all night. 5, but boy, does it go through you and produce strong bones, strong muscles, good core movement in your program anywhere. I don't know if you can see this, but I'll point it out. My right heel pops up a little bit as I go down because that right calf is tight, because my right knee's been bothering me. Something to keep in mind. You can always elevate your heels on something when you squat, and it makes it a lot easier to get down lower because you don't have to dorsiflex your foot as far. Okay, that's enough. Heart rate's still up. You can hear me breathing, 160 beats per minute. Traveling rail lunges. Traveling rail lunges. Here we go. What does that mean? Got a set of train tracks running through Silverstone Gym in the Ash Flash workshop. And it's kind of a mess over there, so try not to pay attention to that. But you're going along the rails, going along those train tracks. Just a little different gait pattern. Engage those muscles. Adjust for what's in front of you here. Going past the vacuum cleaner. Coming toward the broom and the ironing board. The bottled water. The swim bag. And I'm walking back. And that's all I'm doing. And that's all I'm doing. All right. Row. It says free motion row. But that's in the old days when we used to be back in the fitness studio and I had all this beautiful free motion equipment. Don't have that anymore. Someday, we're going to get back to that. Shh, don't tell Laura. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scoot back a little bit. 6. This is not a ton of resistance. 7. I can go a little faster. 8. And I'm actually going to do 20 of these. 10. 11. 12. I've also noticed in these videos, I've got a little bad habit going where I just jump my head forward a little bit as I pull this in because it gets hard here. So, but I keep my chin tucked, keep my head back. Make my back do all that work. I'm going to call that 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. And so then we just turn it around, we do a chest. Now, you could do this you could do a straight chest, or since this is already in this position, I'm just going to do it from there, and I'm going to do a little decline press, and actually in combination with the incline press, that makes a lot of sense. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I love this one because you really feel it in here. And you can see I've got the bands over the top of my arms. You got to kind of manage those. They rub on your arm a little. You got to be cognizant of it. You can also flip your hands around. Whoops. Go inside. Actually, maybe not. It doesn't really work very well. But you could if they were really bothering you, but then that changes it. I don't like that as much, so I always keep them out here. I am going to switch which foot is forward and do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. How about 8? 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. Okay, I was having an idea for another move, but I'm going to stick with the program here. Calves, heel raises. Heel raises. I've been working these into more of my routines lately, and I've been enjoying it. So we're going to go a little heavy here. 20 pounds in each hand. Coming up, just coming up. Now you can see I'm elevating my toes on this ergonomic mat. That gives me the ability to go through a little more range of motion, and I can do it there. I can also do it, you know, on a Bosu. This is going to elevate me more. This is going to create more instability, which is not necessarily what I'm looking for tonight. So I'm just going to keep going here. Say 8, call it 8, call it 9, 10. If you pick those dumbbells up and hold them here, you're going to get more engagement in your core. Going to make it harder. You can move them. You can move them around. So don't just hold them in one place. Do what feels right. Do what the Spirit moves you to do, baby. All right, that was move number 10. 4 more. Now we got a free motion shoulder press, which is essentially like a machine shoulder press. So we're going to simulate that with the bands, the red band, which they label at Body Elastics. These are my favorite. Beautiful. Great handles on these Body Elastic bands. Terrific stuff. They label the red one as an 8-pound band. So I'm not sure exactly what that means, and it doesn't really matter. It just matters that it's lighter than the blue one, which they label as the 13-pound band. And I'm sure there's a method to that, so don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be flip about it. I just haven't looked it up, so I don't know what it is. This one I am going to put the band in front of me. I'm going to sit on the ball just because it happens to be here. I've got my feet on the band. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I like this one. 10, 11, 12, and then we're going to do 4 more alternating. 1. Oh, yeah. 2. A lot of core action in this one, baby. Yeah. Let's do 6. 6. Let's do 8. Just don't want to stop. It feels so good. All right, good. Done. Squat and pull. I wonder. So now you could do the squat and pull. I could use this same band and I can wrap it around. I know that's not going to be quite enough resistance. So one of the things I love about the Body Elastics is they got the cantilevers on each band. So, like, I know the red's not going to be enough. So I'm going to hook up another one. So I got the red and the blue. And this is literally another one of my all-time favorite moves. So you squat and extend your arms and pull. Squat, pull, squat. 3. And we're just going to speed it up a little bit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to do 15. 13, 14, 15, let's do 20, 16, 17. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. So you know, at the beginning of this, I said, everything's got to be at 12 RPM. That's not necessarily the case. 170 beats per minute. That's where the heart rate is right now. And for those of you that might be thinking, what? Why is it so high? My max heart rate is always gone way higher off the charts than normal. All that blowing up